more analysis, Saad al Muttalibi is a member of the local government in Baghdad. He joins me now from the Iraqi capital there. Well, thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World. So what are your expectations of the vote of confidence?
Yes, the meeting was adjourned till Sunday, it seems. Only 67 members of parliament attended the session. Therefore, the session was declared unfit to continue. The problem is that Prime Minister designate Mr. Allawi, he never met the demonstrators' demands, neither the political parties. He basically followed the advice of Mr. Al-Assad and President Barham Saleh and formed his government without, or his cabinet without real consultation with the political parties or with the demonstrators. So he came up with the a senior citizen cabinet. Basically, they're all OAPs, old age pensioners, and have no understanding basically of the demands of the demonstrators, the young people in Iraq who created all this upheaval to start with. So there is a rejection, an obvious rejection in parliament. The Kurds, excuse me, the Kurds are unhappy with what's happened. The Sunnis are not happy. Half the Shiites also are unhappy. They don't think that the Prime Minister should be appointed or should be approved by one political party, which is Sairun, and with the help of the president. The other political parties must be consulted, and there must be an agreement among political parties, at least the Shiite political parties, to come up with a nominee for this the most important job in Iraq.
Well, as you just mentioned, most important job in Iraq, but the political instability has been going on for a very long time in Iraq, so which is quite evident. So what kind of government or system would really work?
Well, definitely in Iraq, it seems that we do have a problem with this parliamentarian system. There is an excellent experience happened in Kurdistan, where the president was directly elected by the people, and hence he was in charge of forming his government. Maybe in Iraq there is a need, and there is this demand has already been voiced among political parties and the political elite, also with the people on the street, that the constitution needs to be amended, where the first job or the most important job in Iraq should be elected directly from the people through the national elections, and not be agreed upon between different political parties who are already competing against each other for more political gains and economic gains.
And do you think Iraq can really solve all this on its own, or does the international community need to get involved?
Well, the present experience indicating that the Iraqis are not doing very well on their own. So probably there would be a requirement for more international aid and more international assistance. But the problem with international assistance, it could be biased to this side or that side. Therefore, it will not gain the trust of the political parties or even the people. So it is a very complex picture here. Internally, they're unable to come up with a viable solution. International aid and help will be looked at as interfering in internal affairs. So therefore, they will not gain enough trust to come up with a workable solution. It seems that the change of constitution is a requirement that is becoming more and more important day after day.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure talking to you, Saad al Muttalibi.